Hey guys, so it's time to do an official comparison here between the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the LG G5. These are the flagships for 2016. So we wanted to compare them here, which one deserves your hard-earned money. It's a tough choice, particularly as both of them are coming with some very nice features. We can just start off looking at the specs here on both of them. So the Galaxy S7 has just been announced and obviously comes with the S7 Edge variant. We are going to be using the S7 Standard Edition here to compare with the G5 because the G5 doesn't have like an Edge variant. But in terms of the actual specs, some of them are very similar here, such as the display resolution. We're getting 2K displays on both of them. However, Samsung's obviously going with its Super AMOLED technology versus the IPS LCD technology that LG is sticking with here. We are getting slightly better protection though on the Samsung phone, Gorilla Glass 5, as opposed to Gorilla Glass 4 on the LG G5 here. Both of them are coming with the same internals when it comes to the specifications, Snapdragon 820 as well as 4 gigs of RAM. However, I think there's going to be a version of the Exynos 8890 for certain markets. It'll be interesting to see how that one particularly compares against the Snapdragon variant. Both coming with microSD expandability. Samsung's now brought that back here, so LG doesn't have an advantage there anymore. And also in terms of the camera, I'm noticing here that we're getting slightly better aperture on the Samsung 1.7 versus 1.8 on the LG. However, the LG has better megapixels, 16 megapixel versus 12 megapixels. So that's going to be very interesting to see, which one outperforms the other. On the Samsung as well, we're getting a slightly worse selfie experience with 5 megapixel versus 8 megapixel. However, it does have the f1.7 and dual video call, so it might actually make up for that, which is very interesting. In terms of the connectivity, LG's actually gone with the Type-C reversible connector here, but Samsung has decided not to go with that, which is quite interesting. So apparently you're getting fast charging, 83% in 30 minutes, quick charge technology on the LG flagship. And also the same as well here with the Samsung. The Samsung actually comes with slightly higher battery capacity, 3000 mAh versus 2800. However, LG has made its devices modular, so you can actually quickly put a bigger capacity in that particular device if you do need it. So that's also probably one of the major differences between the handsets, the modular kind of customization you can do with the G5. If you want a better dedicated audio chip or better camera experience, you can do that, but you can't do that on the Galaxy S7. Both are actually emphasizing big integration with their virtual reality platforms. LG is more of a newcomer, I think, in this particular aspect, but Samsung's really going all out on it with integration with Facebook, as well as I'm assuming that the LG will be coming with the Vulkan technology as well, because it's using the same kind of graphics technology here, so there shouldn't be a massive difference when it comes to the gaming capabilities, really. So both are obviously coming with Android Marshmallow out of the box, but we will be getting the TouchWiz UI obviously on the S7 versus your LG Optimus UX. Both of them have the always on technology now, so notifications etc will appear on the screen, meaning you don't have to go into it all the time, which should save the battery life a little bit here. I'm really stuck which one I actually think has brought more to the table. On one hand, you've got the S7, which on paper looks like it's brought a little bit more to the table in terms of the battery, as well as the slightly better aperture for the camera here. But then again, LG seems to have gone a little bit further when it comes to a massive redesign of the actual device here. as well as basically making it modular, so you can, you know, swap out components here and there. But then again, Samsung has made their device waterproof, you know, dustproof, etc. That's extremely desirable in a high-end handset, which is going to cost you a fortune if something bad does happen to it. You're also getting a 64 gig variant of the Samsung device, whereas you only get 32 gigs on the LG flagship. So, you know, has Samsung outshone the LG, or has LG done a little bit better here? It's very tough to say. Obviously I will be getting in both handsets to compare both of them against each other, but I have to say, you know, LG is definitely hot on the heels of Samsung when it comes to, you know, being the premier like flagship for Android. So yeah, you know, what do you think? Which one will you be getting? Do leave a comment, and hope you enjoyed the comparison, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.